What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. Look, we got some good stuff going on for y'all today. It could be good depending on the way y'all want to call it. I don't know. To me, it is ludicrous. Okay, this is ludicrous. Now, if you guys have not been following me and not been following this whole Genshin Impact strike situation, well, not just Genshin Impact, it is SAG AFTRA, actors strike, I should say. This thing has blown up into something that the fans and the voice actors probably never even thought was going to happen. And now it has gotten to a point where the voice actors have exposed SAG AFTRA. They have exposed them for being a cult. Now, I don't want to just come out and outright call it a cult, but the way the voice actors are talking about this, it, it has gotten so big. And let me tell you why a lot of the voice actors have come out to call it a cult, allegedly. Now, you guys can go find it all over YouTube. You can find it on Twitter, TikTok, wherever you guys, get your gaming news. You can go there, but make sure y'all come here and hear what I gotta say. But anyway, but this is the thing. Now, if y'all watched my last video about Erica Stone, who voices the who voices the character of Venti from Genshin Impact, her and Josiah, who voices Ryosley from Genshin Impact, those two have come out and kind of told us about this strike was not. It was supposed to be for AI protection, but Joe brought out that Genshin, well, Hoyoverse did not, already had a clause in the contract, so the voice actors were protected. However, the English voice actors come out and they end up talking about, they end up standing in solidarity with the people who did not have AI protections. So let that sink in. The voice actors were standing together. I also was standing with the voice actors until one voice actor comes in and was replaced, which was John. Hold on, I don't know. Well, John. We'll just call him John because I have to see his last name in order to be able to pronounce it. John was replaced by this guy named Jacob Takanashi. And Jacob Takanashi is a Japanese voice actor who speaks English, and he is a part of the English voice acting, cast now, and he's based in Tokyo. This one replacement sparked a whole new thing, and everybody is in an uproar. You have Paimon's voice actress Karina coming out being the spokesperson, and she's looking unhinged and out here, talking about people becoming scabs and stuff like this. But yet the hypocrisy of it all is that she basically was still working while everybody else was not. Everybody else has stopped, but yet she's still working and telling other people, saying that, if no, I think that was Kaylee that said if he wanted to, if he needed the money, just do it uncredited. And the whole community has started, was railing against Jacob. But I was one of the ones that stood for Jacob because I'm like, look, this man probably don't even know what's going on. He probably don't even know he was, being, taking someone else's spot. He probably didn't know any of this, and I was right. I was right that Jacob did not know what was going on, but yet that didn't stop them from going in and telling this man that he shouldn't, be where he is, and had the whole community turning against him until the whole community was turning against him until it comes out that Josiah, the guy I mentioned to you guys in the beginning, he came out and told everybody that SAG AFTRA, that Hoyoverse was not a part of the union. So non-union workers and union workers could still work because they were not a part of SAG AFTRA. Hoyoverse has not become, they're not going to become a part of the union. They still, SAG AFTRA is trying, and I'm gonna get to that part in a minute. They're trying to get, they will, the actors could come back to work at any time they want. Erica comes out and tells, now this is Erica Stone, the voice actress of Venti. I was telling y'all in the last video that she was, ready to come back to work. However, when she wanted to come back to work, SAG started sending her emails, and I read that to y'all in the other video, that they were bullying her to tell her she should be coming back to work. She needs to stay off. Don't, because the reason why they wanted her and other voice actors not to go back to Hoyoverse is because they wanted Hoyoverse to start signing contracts with them so they can, become union. And when they become union, when they become a part of that union, only union actors will be able to voice roles at Hoyoverse. And that's the whole crux of this, strike. This is the whole crux. There was several voice actors. I think it was Allegra. I forget her last name. She voices Beto. She was in one of the meetings, and I think it was another Valeria. I don't know who. I think she voices Sucrose. I'm not sure. I have to go back and check. But those two voice actors were in the meeting, and they was like, they don't even know what is going on. And one of them was in the meeting, one of them wasn't, and they was like, they don't even know if whatever they're gonna sign is gonna help them or hurt them in the long run. So the voice actors don't even know what's gonna happen. Most of them are on the fence about, they want to come back to work. They want to come back to work, but they're just like, they don't know what to do. They don't, they're scared of the retaliation, I guess, from being, going to be blackballed if they're a part of the SAG AFTRA and they go back to work. SAG could possibly blacklist them, and they could never get work again. So I don't know what these people are going to do, because I'm going to tell you, I would not let anybody tell me how I can and cannot work. I wanted to be a part of SAG AFTRA back in the day when I started my acting. I really wanted to be a part of it. But after Hollywood has been exposed for most of the stuff it's been doing, and now that SAG AFTRA is being exposed, I don't want to be a part of it. I'd rather stay independent. I'd rather do it on my own. And if I get seen, I get seen. If I don't, then guess what? At least I made a try. I'm not going to do that, because you got, from what Joe told us how much they won in union dues, $4,000 a month. And I think they get half. I don't know if they get half of your pay or whatnot. I don't know how that works. However, I'm not giving no $4,000 a month. I'm not. No, I refuse. Why should I give y'all that much? And back then, the entry was still the entry level of getting into SAG is still the same, but I think it was $500 back then, from what I read, and this was back in the early 2000s. Now they done went up to 4,000. That was a lie. Y'all will never get me to do it. I'm sorry. SAG would be, if I had to do it, SAG would be, they'd be broke, because I won't be doing it. But guys, and then to end this off, Karina still is going around, and I told y'all she was bullying Erica in the last video about she shouldn't, go back to work. She should, stay, her voice character should stay silent. She should not be doing anything. She should be staying in solidarity with the voice actors, but yet Karina is out here still voicing her character, Paimon. And everybody, and I promise you, 90% of the whole fandom said, if anybody needs to shut their mouths, it's Paimon. Paimon should have been, voiceless this whole entire, this whole entire strike. She should not even be talking. Everybody else should be talking except her. We all said she need to shut the hell up. I'm just saying. Karina, take our advice. Shut the fuck up. I'm just saying. We don't even want to hear your voice right now. Go somewhere. And this is a caveat, guys. The Chinese players and also the English players want Karina to be recast. They want her gone. I'm inclined to say I do too. Because after this, because I was down with her. I know what she was going through and all this, but yet you coming out spewing hate, division, and trying to make yourself superior over everybody else. No, ma'am. I want you to be recast, and you should be blacklisted. How about that? But guys, I just wanted to bring that to y'all. This whole SAG AFTRA strike, as they call it, damage control is getting out of hand. And y'all let me know if y'all heard anything else off of this. Guys, I got to go. I love you guys. Y'all be safe. And I will see you guys later.